Alright everyone, welcome back into another PGA DFS video. Going to get to the fades, sleepers, values, and shoulder shrug picks here for the Wyndham Championship. Now this one should be a little bit better than the WGC event. Kind of the interesting thing with the WGC event is that really anyone can pick it up over 4 rounds. We saw kind of with Jordan Spieth where, you know, I was worried about him as a pick, but there's a reason why he's a sleeper pick. He ended up shooting -7 round 3. He was the top rated round 3 shutdown pick that day as well in the 9 to 5 mile there. But you know, no cut events are just tougher to predict. You know, 2 weeks ago it looked like I was dead in the water on Thursday, Friday, but I was actually feeling like I was in a good spot. I ended up having a really solid week come Sunday, and kind of last week was the exact opposite. I wish last week was a full tournament field event, because kind of the no cut event brought everyone back into the field, and so I'm pretty excited to have a full tournament field event. So that being said, you know, the fade, sleepers, values, and shoulder shrug picks will be a lot more true, I guess, if you will, for lack of a better term. So let's get into those right now. So once again, you guys know my theme with the fades. It's more or less, I just don't think that guy or player is as good of another play in that same price point range. So for me, Tommy Fleetwood coming in with only a 59th place finish, 4 straight make cuts in a row. We like that, but you know, hasn't really been playing well in full tournament field events, if you will. The last 2 tournaments he was in were both no cut events, a 46th and a 16th place finish. That doesn't make you feel very good. Yeah, sure, he made the cut at the Open Championship, but if there's any event in which we would think he would make the cut at, it'd be the Open Championship. You know, coming on 45th rated player in the 9 to 5 mile, I just don't really like that. And then just that being said, we'll compare him to a guy that I'm going to have as a shoulder shrug pick. That's going to be Brian Harmon here, guys. Brian Harmon, a 27th and a 6th place finish course history wise. Overall, he's going to be a top 23 stat fit. Pretty good in effective scoring, par 4 scoring, and birdie to bogey ratio, top 30 in all those key stats. Okay, recent form could be a little bit better, but 36th and 19th place finish, top 5 in the 9 to 5 model. So yeah, I'd much rather play someone like him, or you could go to like Jason Kokrak, who's a core play, Sanjay M, who I have Sanjay M as a sleeper pick as well. A 9th, a 6th place finish, second best pick in the 9 to 5 mile this week, actually, which is kind of surprising to me, but 5 straight make cuts in a row, really strong stat fit, top 5 in course history rank and stat fit rank. The only problem with him is that the upside has not been there recent form wise. You know, we want to see a top 10, top 15 place finish. You know, the Olympics top 22 place finish, not that great, and even the St. Jude finish 46 is not that great. So you know, he's going to be more of a sleeper pick, more someone that you want in 10% of your builds, because we know that upside is there. Heck, if we're playing Webb Simpson, we should be playing Sanjay M as well. And then just kind of continuing the theme of a sleeper pick as well. Once again, why I'm fading Tommy Fleetwood is that we can get Russell Henley. Russell Henley is the first or top rated stat fit in the field this week, which, you know, that's kind of the thing with Russell Henley. Very hit or miss this whole season. I think he's probably been the most owned sleeper pick since I started doing this. You know, top 10 last year, 31st, and a miscut for, you know, 3 of his last 4 years course history, and then top stat fit, 40th in recent form rank, and he's top 10 in the mile. That is the story there with Russell Henley. That is just how it goes with him. So yeah, for me, I don't mind him. And then kind of going back to another fade, it's going to be Adam Scott. Just again, kind of echoing it, I'd much rather just pay up for some of those other guys than pay down for Adam Scott at this current price point. Yeah, you know, he's been really good. Only missed 1 cut on the season. That's really good, but 4 straight make cuts in a row. Really just hasn't had that high upside finish that we would want from him. And for me, that's going to be an easy reason to go out and fade Adam Scott this week. Then just looking for someone on the high end. Yeah, you know, Patrick Reed, fine with him as a shoulder short pick. That's fine. Kind of a simple, easy fade, I guess, would be to say Kevin Struman. 8.3 just seems like a weird price point for him. I don't know what you guys think about it, but for me, just a weird price point for Kevin Struman. Look at his course history, miscut and a 72nd place finish over the last 4 years. That is not very good. That doesn't get anyone excited. Now, yes, he is a top 12 stat fit and, you know, top 30 in recent form rank. So yes, there is a path where you can go out and have some success. But, you know, for me, I just kind of want to stay out of this price point range, and I would rather play, you know, Ricky, James Power, Kevin Kisner, heck, maybe even Charles Schwartzel, than I would Kevin Struman. Now, that's not going to say that Kevin Struman can't have a good week. but just at that price point, it's a weird price point for me this week for Kevin Streelman. And then the last fade is going to be Justin Rose. So 3 straight make cuts in a row for Justin Rose, but he's kind of playing in this event because he has to. He hasn't been playing well for a while now. Miscut at this event last year. All in all, like long term, this should be a good event for him. Just hasn't put it all together. So yeah, for me, I just can't do it with Justin Rose this week. And now we're going to get into 2 other sleeper picks here, Mito and Jonathan Vegas. So Jonathan Vegas, we'll start with him. Pretty easy to sum it up why he's more of a sleeper pick to me. 2 miscuts here at this event. That's why we hesitate. That's why there's some pause. But top 20 stat fit, and look at it, nothing really bad. All the stats that we're looking at are going to be, T75 or better. We like that. 8 straight make cuts in a row, actually in the 4th best recent form out of anyone in the field. We like that, and that's something we can chase in about 7% of our GP abilities. Just kind of hoping that he's able to figure out this tournament and this course. I'm okay with that in GPPs. And then Mito here, he's just been playing great. 7th best in recent form rank. Really besides that Barracuda, which a little bit surprising. I only shot 39th, but guy's been a stud. Really, other than his first start on tour, just been doing really well. We knew that he tore up the Corn Ferry Tour. Can't wait for the PGA Tour stats to upload into this so we can get a real full picture of him as a player. But, he's a guy that I don't mind chasing. Probably 15% of GPP builds is perfectly fine with me. And then just looking at some sleeper picks. So Brent Snedeker, former winner at this course, 42nd and 39th place finish. Look at his recent form miscut, and then 11th and a 19th place finish. I'm good with it. If you end up on him as the last player into your player pool, I'm perfectly fine with that. That's kind of the theme with players in this price point range. Honestly, like we can go to like Ches Reavie, Adam Schenk, Doug Ginn, Patrick Rogers. I could find a reason to play all these guys. So, when you're closing out your builds, don't really go too crazy with it this week. Have the first 5 or first 4 players in your build feel really good about those guys, and this kind of fill in where needed. You look at Ches Reavie, 4 straight make cuts in a row. You look at Adam Schenk, 5 straight make cuts in a row. Patrick Rogers, 8 straight cuts in a row. Doug Ginn, top 10 stat fit in the field. So there's a lot of these guys here where you can definitely see a possibility, 1, for them to make the cut, but 2, to have some upside there as well. Then we're going to move into the value plays now, guys. There's a lot of quality value picks this week. It's tough to know exactly really where to start. I mean, we do have the former winner, last year's winner, Jim Herman, 5 straight make cuts in a row. And honestly, had he not been the former winner at this course, last year's winner, I would be favoring him a little bit more. 5 straight make cuts in a row. Now, yes, he did kind of choke away at the St. Jude. The rounds started to eat up on him, but pretty good recent form for him as a whole. 13th best recent form out of anyone in the field. That's still pretty good. Top 25 rated play in the 9 to 5 mile this week. We'll take that. I already mentioned Scott Stallings on the other video, as well as Bryce Garnett. I feel like those are going to be 2 solid value picks, as well as Roger Sloan. But someone that I didn't mention, Jason Duffner, 3 straight made cuts of T30 or better. We'll take that for recent form. That's pretty good. And then you look at his course history, 3 out of 4 made cuts, with 2 of them being top 32 or better finishes. We'll definitely take that from him this week. I already mentioned Sloan. Think he's going to be a quality pick. Then you got other players like Camilo Villegas. Good course history. Don't mind him. There's just a bunch of names lowered on. Bo Van Pelt, 3 straight make cuts in a row. 11th and 28th place finish. We like that. Go a little bit lower. Denny McCarthy. Good course history here. 9th, 22nd, 36th. So you can really... There's a strong path where you could easily do studs and duds this week and really feel pretty comfortable with your build. And then kind of the last one that I mentioned on the preview and picks video was Henrik Norlander. Having a little bit of trouble finding him. I know he rated out pretty well in the 9 to 5 model. He's another pick that I really don't mind this week. There he is. Top 12 in the model. Good stat fit, top 15, top 20 in recent form rank. Made the cut here last year with the 59th place finish. So a lot of quality value picks for you guys this week. But that's all I have for you guys for the fades, values, sleepers, and shoulder shrug picks video. That's all I have for you guys for this week for the Wyndham Championship as well. If you didn't, make sure to check out that course plays video as well as the picks and previews video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we do have that preseason NFL DFS coverage coming for you guys on Wednesday/Thursday morning for you guys as well. All right, thanks for watching, guys. And as always, let's keep cashing.